My first impressions was, I don't like these. I thought when I put them on, I'd immediately feel like, wow, these are amazing. And I didn't get that straight away. I was slightly underwhelmed, and I thought I'd made a mistake by buying them. Listen, don't waste your money on these VSX headphones unless you're over the whole sounds great in the studio, but terrible in the car problem. We all know how it goes. You get your mix to a point on your studio monitors, but the second you play it somewhere else, it sounds like a complete mess. So yeah, if you're into that struggle and headache, keep doing your thing. But if you're ready to stop second guessing how your mix translates, then I've got something to show you. This is not a sponsored video. This is just my experience with using these headphones. I've had them for probably about 3 months, and yeah, I just want to talk about my experience, a little review on these headphones, and give you some insight. If you're on the fence on whether or not you want to buy a pair, then yeah, this video might help you. I've seen a few people that absolutely love these, and I've seen a few people that have sent them back. So I'm going to give you some insight into these headphones and my experience. Are they worth the price tag? How they sound? Or are they just a gimmick? I was in 2 minds whether to get these headphones or not. Biggest factor was price, the price tag. I didn't want to spend just over £300 for them, especially if they turned out to be rubbish. I went for the essentials with the option of upgrading later on to platinum if I liked them. So just to give you a little walkthrough of what to expect when you get them. They come in a nice box, packaged well. The aesthetics of how they look, nice black box with silver writing on there with the logo. Black and silver always looks nice together. And when you open the box, you've got a card that says pull up, do not discard. So I was thinking that the serial was going to be on this card, but it's not. On the card, it just tells you how to use the headphones. The serial is actually on the actual box. So the card has an instruction on how to use the headphones, which is something we'll talk about later in the video. On the box is the actual serial, which you need that to register your cans. So in the box you get a lovely sticker, VSX logo on there if you want to stick that in your studio somewhere, or in your Mac or laptop, whatever it is. Got a nice firm carry case, and the cable a little bit on the thin side, but looks like good quality. Then you've got the headphones. They feel nice for me. They've got like a nice smooth finish to them. Bit of plastic on there, and the faux leather headband with the faux leather cups, which are nice and soft. The metal on the headband, which I've researched and saw a lot of people were having problems with this headband, but it looks like VSX have sorted out that problem, and their customer care is really good. So if they do break, or for the people that had broken ones, just sent them back and got some new ones, which is, yeah, it's a nice touch. Customer care is always important. So my first impressions of the headphones was, not all that, just a pair of headphones. But what I like about them is the comfort. The cups, they fit nicely over my ears. My ears are quite small, I'd say, and they fit nicely over my ears, and just feel comfortable wearing them for long periods of time. Comfort is important. I've had some headphones in the past where they sit on my ears and start to press down after a while. These feel good on. They don't clamp my head. I've got a small head, peanut head, and they don't feel like they're gripping my head too tight, causing headaches and all type of other nonsense. So they're cool. They seem quite stretchy, so hopefully if you have got a bigger head, they've upgraded and sorted out that problem. Hopefully, don't hold me to it. So to register the cans, just go to the website. It's on the card. Create an account, set up your profile, register your cans, and then download the software, SAC, Slate Audio Center. And from there you can install your expansions plus system-wide. So with system-wide, which is really cool, you can listen to so you open it up and you can listen to the room emulations through system-wide. So if you're listening to Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube, it's a great way for you to get an understanding of how these different rooms sound with all this music that you're playing. Which brings me to the card. On the card, it tells you how to position your headphones, which is important, because if they're not in the right place, then this won't give you the best sound in your headphones. So it's important that you make sure that you've got them positioned correctly. There's a cool section on the website that runs you through the whole process. So let's talk about the sound quality. Listening to the headphones without the emulations, they sound okay, but I was just used to the ATH M50s that I was using before, and I found them to be a little bit more dull sounding. So I was so used to the bright sounding ATH M50, so it took a while to adjust, but I find myself just reaching for the VSXs more. now that I'm used to them. So in this software, it has 3 different air profile settings. You need to figure out what is best for your ears. So I've stuck with average, which is in the middle, and just boosted the highs a little in the EQ section. Whether or not this is right, I don't know, but it seems to work for me, and I'm happy with that profile. The profiles are based on your ear canal, and it tells you on the website if you put earbuds into your ears and if they fit snugly or something, or they don't fit snug, then that's how you gauge on which is the right profile for you. So I just stuck in the middle. Average is cool. So let's move on to the juicy parts, the different listening environments. As I've gone through the essentials, I don't have the luxury of all the rooms, but I've got the basics, which is more than enough to get me through at the moment. I would like to get the mastering room and maybe Archon as well, because I've heard a lot of good feedback from them. You've got car stereos, you've got club systems, you've got Stephen Slate's room, you've got Sonoma, which is one of my favorites to start off with. And I've also bought the Mike Dean expansion, which gives you Mike Dean's room, which is a lot of subs and low end, which is a great way to hear how your bass is hitting, how your kicks are hitting. And the car as well, that's a lovely environment. One thing I forgot to mention about these VSX headphones, the software especially, it would have been nice if you could resize the software, because for me, it seems quite small. And to be able to resize it would have been nice. I mean, it's 2024 and nearly every plugin that we use now, you can resize the software, the GUI, the UE, whatever you want to call it. So that would have been nice. So if Slate are listening, watching the video, mate, can we have that, please? Also, I forgot to mention about the different monitors. You've got near field, midfield, and far field. These will be different for your different environments, different rooms. So it's a good idea to just listen through, find your favorite, and stick with that one. Back to the video. So once I've registered all my bits and pieces and I'm ready to go and start listening to the different rooms, it does say to you, kind of like burning in new monitors, that listen through them for a while before you start mixing, or listen through to one room, because that's like key to creating good mixes. Jumping from room to room is not really something that you want to do. You just want to get used to a few or one room and one set of monitors. But because I'm meek, I tried every room. And if I'm honest, my first impressions was, I don't like these. I thought when I put them on, I'd immediately feel like, wow, these are amazing. And I didn't get that straight away. I was slightly underwhelmed, and I thought I'd made a mistake by buying them. Then about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I was mixing a track for them, and I can't remember which room I was in. I think it might have been Steven's room on the mids, and mixing a track, and I pressed stop, went online for a bit, and then I went back to the mix and pressed play, and it was like, without sounding too over-exaggerated, but it was like I was sitting in the room. It was a weird feeling, like so much so, I thought it was coming through my monitors. So I've gone to turn down my monitors, and that's when I realized I still got the headphones on. So it's like it was a weird experience, and that's when it clicked. Oh, that's how it's supposed to sound. That's what I'm supposed to experience. And since then, love them, absolutely love them. They work for me. I've got a decent set of monitors. I've got some treatment in my room. It's not the best treatment, but I'm used to it. Whereas I've seen for some people, they're so used to mixing on their monitors that when it came to using the VXS, they preferred their monitors, and that's okay. These ain't for everyone. So that's the part where, do you buy them, don't you buy them? Because if you're so used to mixing in your studio monitors, then all you need these for is just to see how your mix is going to sound in a different place. And if you're 100% confident knowing that your mixes through your monitors are going to translate everywhere else, then I don't see the reason to buy them. But if you're in a studio environment, or you've got a small studio, or you're in your bedroom, or you like to travel, or you just want somewhere to just to be able to reference different environments, perfect. Yes, there's other formats out there, there's other platforms, what's the word I'm looking for? There's other software out there that are able to do that, like SonarWorks. I tried SonarWorks, I've got SonarWorks, and for me, I don't like it. I just don't get on with it for some reason, whereas other people love it, swear by it. So it's really is a case of does this work for me in my workflow? Do I really need it? Like I said, if your room's not the best and there's issues in your room, you're not 100% confident with your mixes and you want something to reference your mixes on just to see how they're going to cross over when you put them out there, then yeah, definitely buy them. But just be aware that when you get them, it will take a while for you to fully understand or be able to appreciate what these rooms are doing or what these different emulations are doing. Yeah, if you can, just choose 1 or 2 rooms, 1 or 2 speakers, and just familiarize yourself with them, and then you should see a difference in your mixes and how they translate. So I'd love to give you an example of how my mixes sounded before to how they're sounding now on one particular mix. But I can say with confidence that they definitely have leveled up, because recent mixes that I've sent out to clients, the revisions haven't been a case of, oh, it's too much low end, or my vocals are too quiet, and if it has been the vocals are too quiet or a little bit too loud, the revisions have been a lot less, whereas before it'd be like 3 or 4 or maybe even more, depending on the artist, you know how it goes. But the revisions have been a lot less. So that tells me not only that they're a lot less and it's not specific to the mix, but more like an editing thing. Chorus need to be nudged forward or a stutter on the vocal. That's all it's been. It's not been like, oh yeah, sonically it doesn't sound right. It's sweet. It's been good. So the price tag. Yeah, the price tag might make you pause, but when you factor in how much time it saves you and the accuracy that it gives you, it's a solid investment. So from my experience, it's definitely worth every penny. My take on the VSX headphones, not just a flashy gadget, they're a tool that will improve your workflow. So if you're constantly worried about how your mixes are going to sound once they leave your studio, then these are for you. But bear in mind, they take a while to get used to. You know, you ain't going to just put them on and voila, amazing mixes. So just be patient if you get them, and yeah, shop around. There's others in a similar price range that might be a better fit for you. So do your research. Hopefully this video will help you to make a decision. Don't just take my word for it. Matter of fact, don't buy them. If your idea of fun is bouncing down a mix, listening to it in the car, airdropping it to your phone, or whatever way you like to check your mixes, then don't buy them. I'm just joking. But leave a comment if you've got these headphones ready or you're thinking about getting these headphones. If I've missed something out and there's a question you want to ask, leave a comment. That's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.